Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to those of you who are new. My name is Tori and this is At Home with Tori, and I do a lot of budgeting, lifestyle, mom style, whatever you can think of videos, and recently I've been doing a lot more budgeting videos. If you are new to my channel, I will explain a little bit about my channel, or kind of like what the methods I use are. We have followed Dave Ramsey in the past and we still follow some of his financial ideas, I guess. We are currently working through some baby steps to try to pay off debt, and while we're not 100% Dave Ramsey, we do follow his method pretty well when it comes to that. So we are working on baby step number 2 right now, if you're familiar with Dave Ramsey, which is paying off our debt. That being said, my favorite budgeting method is actually the Budget Mom, which she is on YouTube and Instagram, and she does a lot of very helpful videos when it comes to budgeting by paycheck. Dave Ramsey, from everything that I've read, really does like a monthly budget, and that just doesn't work for our family. I was struggling over and over and over again because things weren't lining up. I was taking into account the fact that my husband got paid twice a month, and it still just would never work out on paper when I did a monthly budget. I still write out all of our monthly expenses, but when it comes to actually sitting down and doing our budget, I much prefer doing a budget by paycheck method. So for us, that means budgeting every other week because that's when my husband gets paid. I have a lot of people ask me what workbook I use. This is the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. I will leave a link down in the description box below, but just know that the one that I leave the link to is the downloadable printable version. I bought the bound version, but I ended up switching it over to a binder anyway, just because it worked better for me. I can take the pages out as I need to and work on them instead of having it all bound together. I prefer that, so if I had it all to do over again, I would have just bought the downloadable version and printed it out at like an office supply store or something like that. I should also mention that she is in the works of putting out a new Budget by Paycheck workbook that I think is due to release in October, and I think she's taking pre-orders now, or she will be taking pre-orders sometime this month. So make sure that if you are interested in this, to follow her on Instagram, because that is where she is the most current with all of her news about her Budget by Paycheck workbook. Okay guys, so this is going to be our August 9th through the 22nd pay period. This is technically our first pay period for the month of August. Having that third pay period in the month of May really kind of shifted everything around. So I know a lot of people are already on their second pay period for the month of August, but this is going to be our first technically, and let's get into it. So like I said, one thing that I like about having the paper removed from the binding is that I can take it out and I can write on it individually and then put it back in the binder and keep it all together. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am doing this on a new location. We recently bought a thrifted or a garage sale roll top desk, so I'm trying that out for my video for this week anyway, and we'll see how it looks, if I like it or not, and if not, I'll go back to my other. But yeah, so we bought this roll top desk for about, I think it was $20, so we got a really good deal on it, and we're gonna see how it works for filming. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and write down all of our expenses and sinking funds, and I will come right back. So this is going to be our budget and what we're going to be budgeting for this pay period. I haven't written down our actual income for this pay period, so we're going to go off our budgeted income for this pay period. Last pay period, I did go ahead and do it based off of our actual income, but this month I'm going to go ahead and do it off of our budgeted income. I keep saying month. I'm really working on that, guys. It's really hard for me. Okay, so first of all, we'll go ahead and do our mortgage. I'm going to turn this just slightly so I can write a little bit better. Our mortgage budgeted is $466 a pay period, and our tithe is $200. I had someone comment on my last video about how cheap my mortgage was, and I just wanted to point out that it does seem cheap, but it is just half of it, and we live in a pretty decent area as far as real estate is concerned. Our cost of living is much cheaper here, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so we got our mortgage and our tithe. Our car payment is going to be $101. Our electric actually went down because I called about it. If you don't regularly check in on your bills, I suggest that you do that, because I called to actually switch over the credit card or like the debit card that we were using for this account. And when I did that, they actually lowered my monthly payment because we're on average billing, and our consumption went down, so they were able to lower it by $10. So now our electric is $90. Our water is actually $90 this month, and our gasoline is a little higher than normal. I normally do $100 or $100 a pay period or $200 a month. What we do is we have a gas card, and I don't recommend getting credit cards unless you are very good with them. And thankfully, we have gotten to a place to where we are pretty good with our credit cards, and we pay them off every month. But I got behind the month that we went on vacation, so I'm trying to like play catch up with this. Thankfully, there's like 0% interest on it right now, but I'm trying to get it paid off. So I'm just a little bit more than what we normally spend. So the total for these is going to be $10.67. I did forget to add in a miscellaneous category, so let me put that on here real quick just to cover us. You can call it a miscellaneous category or a cushion. Right now I'm calling it miscellaneous, and I am going to put $20 in there just because I don't want to have any overages or anything like that. So $10.87 is going to be our total. And that means out of $15.92, I don't know why this has popped up. $15.92 minus $10.87 leaves us with $5.05. So our leftover is $5.05. We'll bring that down here to our envelopes. Okay, so our food for this pay period is going to be $3.25. We're working on $6.50 for the month. I am trying really hard to lower that, but summer has been really difficult with eating out. We've been eating out a lot more than we should. This last month in July, we spent, I think it was close to like $1,000 on food, which is just really depressing because I hate spending that much money on food because I know it went to eating out. The one thing is that there was a holiday that month, and I know that we spent a little bit extra for the 4th of July, so that covers it a little bit, but still, it's way too much. For our household, we're only going to be putting in $10 because I have money left over from the last pay period, and I think I only have to buy paper towels out of this money. So $10. My husband's personal is going to get $13, and so is mine. We get $25 a month. Last pay period, we got $12 each. So this pay period, we're getting $13 to make that $25. It's easier to me than giving us change because we'll just lose the change. For pets, we're going to do $10. Vitamins, we're going to do $10 because I will actually be making a purchase this month. And subscriptions is going to be $10. So let's add up our total for that. It is $3.91. So 505 minus 391 equals, sorry, I didn't realize you guys couldn't see that. It was 114 to bring over to our sinking funds. One thing I do want to talk about is that our cell phones are almost fully funded. If you haven't watched my previous videos, we use Mint Mobile for our cell phone plans. So what we do is we get the 8 gigabyte plan and we pay for the full year. And the full year for an 8 gigabyte plan is $240 for the year. We end up paying $20 a month. Their plans go down to as cheap as $15 a month and as expensive as I think maybe $25 or $30 a month. We have the one in the middle because to me it seems like you get the best deal for your money. But yeah, like I said, we get 8 gigs a month for $20 a month. You have to pay it up front, but we were paying $200 a month just for 2 cell phones. So for us, that's a huge difference. So what I do is I do a sinking fund for it. And thankfully with Mint, if you refer people, you actually get a credit. So I've told a lot of you guys about it, and I've had a few of you guys actually sign up for Mint Mobile, and that's given us some credit too. So thank you again for that. And if you are interested, make sure to contact me, because I think they've changed things a little bit. They're trying to do like where I would have to send you an email with the link instead of just providing you with my link. I'm still going to provide you with my link down below, but if you get it, please make sure to contact me so I can make sure that they're signing people up correctly, because there's been some misunderstanding lately. I would definitely recommend Mint Mobile if you guys are looking to lower your cell phone bills. Huge difference for us. So I do a sinking fund, and we only have it's less than $100 that we need to keep saving up. And I also didn't start saving for this until about 3 months ago. So it's been pretty cool to be able to only put $20 aside for a cell phone bill. Our car maintenance for the month is going to get $10, not the month, the pay period. House maintenance is $12. Christmas is, I'm just going to do $20. Might adjust that later. Birthday is $10. Anniversary is $10, and clothes/fun is $10. Let's add these up real quick. Let me see if I can move this up a little and bring this in. There we go. So $92 for our sinking funds. 114 minus 92 gives us $22. I know that we're going to be getting in a little bit extra on this pay period. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take that $22 and I'm going to put 10 of it into our Christmas, because we really need to be saving up for Christmas. Actually, I'm going to take 20 of it and put it in here. So I'm going to do $40 for Christmas, because that was my original plan. That gives us $112 here. And then we have $2 extra. So $112, leftover is $2. And I'll just say for extra debt. I know that we will be getting a little bit extra, or a little bit more than this, because I just know that we always do. So I'll go back and make adjustments as the week progresses, really. So this is going to be our budget. Let me grab the other sheet so that we can do our envelopes for cash. Okay, so here is our budget, our cash envelope breakdown. So this is going to be for 9? Yes, 19. All right, let me write out these categories real quick for our cash. So I do only have 4 categories. If you watched my previous video, you'll know that. I'm keeping a couple of our envelopes on my Capital One 360 account, and that will be my husband's personal, our vitamins, and our subscriptions will all be still in Capital One. But as far as these ones, these are things that I do better with cash. So our food, our household, my personal, and then our pets, I can pay for all of these with cash. One thing that's a little difficult for me is that I like to do Walmart grocery pickup. And so having it in cash, I'm not able to do that. So I'm still trying to work with some companies to figure out if I can do like a review for their company as far as digital cash envelopes, because that really is the way that I think would be best for our family, but only time will tell, I guess. So for the food category is going to be $325. Household is $10. My personal is $13, and pets is $10. $358 is going to be the total. Our cash breakdown is going to be, I can't do 50s and I can't do 10s, which is ridiculous, but let's do 2 and then 6 of those, and then 1 of those, and then 2, and 3, and 2. So let's make sure that that's right. Sorry guys, I had a little bit of trouble with my memory card. So I actually wrote that wrong, but that's okay. So that gives us how much it's going to be. So 200, 320, 355, and 358. So then we flip over to our, I'm going to do it right here because that's just easiest. And I need to look at this because, you know, my brain just doesn't work anymore. You guys have that problem? I feel like after kids, like my brain just does not work anymore. So I have to cheat for everything. Just kidding. I don't cheat for school. Okay, so total quantity of ones is going to be 3. So I did 2, 4, 6, 7. None of those 20s is going to be 6 20s and 2 ones. So 3, 35, oops, 120 and 200. So that will be $358. All right, guys, let me go get my cash and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so we're back for the cash stuffing portion of this video. If you guys are curious about my wallet, it is from Fossil. I really like this wallet. I did a video on it that I will put up here so you guys can check that out. I really like it for cash purposes because it has a whole section in the back that I can put my money, and I just use dividers instead of envelopes. So let me go ahead and bring those out so I can show you guys where we stand. Okay, so for our food category, like I said, I only have four categories that we're going to go over for the cash stuffing portion. It is food, household, my personal, and then our pets category. So let's see what was left over from this last pay period. So for food, I have not updated this. So let's see, I'll just count how much we actually have in here. And of course my money's all out of order because that's just what happens in real life. So I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 6, 7, and $88 left over. And to that we are going to add $325. So let me just put this here. We are going to have $325. So I got 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, and 325. Double count all of this now. Okay, there we go. Now let's count all of this, and this will be our new balance for our food category. So 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So that's 413. Now, some people will take what was left over from the previous month and put that towards a debt or towards a savings or something like that. I know my family and I know that we're probably going to spend all of this money on food. So for now, I'm going to keep it. If I have anything left over from this pay period though, that will be going towards debt. So for this one, we're just going to test it out, see how it goes, because I feel like for us, I know that we're probably going to spend that money. So moving on to the next category. Right now I have my personal spending, which is going to get $13, and I have a balance of, I don't think I've been spending my personal money recently. Yay me. I think I have a $25 in here. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 25. To that I get to add $13. So 5, 10, 11, 12, and $13. Whoops, sorry. So let's count all of that. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and $38. So that is going to be how much my new total is for my spending. Next we have pets, and pets has a, or should have a balance of $38. And I think that is accurate because I did have to buy some pet food. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, and to that we are going to add $10, so 5 and 10, so now we should have 48. Just double check. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 6, 7, and 48. So that is our new pets category total. And our last one is household. Household, I didn't have a sticker for this one, but I went and bought some the other day at Walmart, so now I have some. So $20 is our leftover balance for household, and to that we are going to be adding 10. So now we have a balance of, almost made a mistake, 20, 25, and $30. So that is going to be it for our cash stuffing portion of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and make sure to leave me some comments. I love interacting with you guys. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!